Today, another iteration, we will discuss the break and continue command with the help of two programs by using the while loop and the practical implementation as usual you have to do. All right, then you will understand the purpose of the while loop and the break and continue command used inside it. All right. So students, let us start the programs and all. So once again, I am explaining you the purpose of this program and its functionality, break and continue. But before going to the break and continue, we will see that how a single while loop statement can execute a lot of things. All right. Now you see this particular program out here. It has been written here a single while loop statement in single line. You can see Python program to illustrate single statement while block. All right, this is a single statement. So all the things has been considered over here as a single statement, and you see it here that has been given a semicolon. This is a special kind of structure as you can see out here. So everything is written in single line. So let us execute this program and see what is actually happening out here. So I'm just executing this program and see what is happening. Hello students has been printed here. How many times? 10 times, because it starts from 0 to 10 and it will execute till 0 to 9. That means 10 times. So the thing is that same way it is execution takes place. This is the initialization. This is the initialization, and this is the implementation of what this counter, and this is the print hello means hello students. All right, so this is the way these are actually being printed. Okay, so what you need to do is that this program you can also change also the inputs and all, and you can see that how the things are being generating. Okay, that is the thing. So if I'm giving out here say 15, and here I am say giving you out here what you see, I'm just giving out here say count. Okay, the value of count to be printed. Okay, just a minute. So UNT count. Okay, now you see how the execution takes place. You can understand easily. Okay, so you see out here instead of this now 1 to 15 the values have been printed. All right, so that is the thing. So now this particular program you can try out. Now we are going to the another program which is with the help of continue statement that we have written. Okay, that is the thing. This is with the continue. Now what the continue does, continue command is actually whenever a condition has been met, the instructions that have been given after continue will not be executed at all. The control will be sent back straight to the loop. All right, now you see this program, wherever it finds E and S, there the printing won't occur. So in case of excessive, wherever the E and S are there, in that case those letters won't be printed, except E and S everything will be printed. Fine. Now the thing is that I'm executing this program. So current letter you see it is showing X, C, I and V. X, C, I and V. All right, so the thing is that X, C, I and V. All right, so what is happening here, wherever it founds E and S, then what is happening, it is printing here like this AI. AI means it is actually the subscript of the letter. Here excessive, E is having the subscript as 0, X is 1, C is 2, E is 3, S is 4, this S is 5, I is 6, and V is 7, E is 8. All right, so these are called its subscripts. Okay, so in that particular data type A, excessive has been stored as a string, and whenever we are accessing each letter from it, so it has been termed as A0. Whenever it is A0, the value of I is 0, then E has been taken off. Okay, and as usual the functioning will be done, and length of A means the length of the string. So what is the length of the string? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 9 is the length of the string. So the subscript will be a valid range from 0 to 8. So wherever it will find E and S, whenever this condition, either of the conditions will be true, it will not be printed. It will send back to the where? It will send back to the loop once again. So that is the purpose of the continue statement. All right. So that's why here, whenever the condition is false, the letter has been printed as X, C, I, and V. Okay, and wherever the letter is not matching the conditions, letters are matching the condition, there it has not been printed. So that is why it proves that continue statement is a kind of statement where the control, whenever the condition will be met, the control will be sent back directly to the loop apart from executing other statements just after continue. So one way we can say that after continue, whatever statements have been written, everything will be ignored. Okay, and the loop will go for the next execution. Fine. So each time I is increasing thereby, and what is happening? The value, the subscript is changing. Now you have seen continue statement. Just opposite is the break statement. Let us see the programs with break. Now this was the continue, and you have seen this output very nicely out here. Okay, so what is saying? So once more you see out here what is it? The thing. So except E and S, whenever the condition has been met, the control will be sent back to the loop once again. So and I is changing its value, thereby the subscript value is also changing, and letters are also changing as per the subscript value. Now the thing is that after this we will go to the where block. Okay, sorry, the program which where have been used. The thing is that break the loop as soon as it says X. So that means that whenever the condition will be met, the control will take out control will be sent outside the loop, or any if statement or any decisional statements. So especially with the iteration, these both the statements are to be used. One is for control, is for continuing the loop, means the if the control will not come out of the loop whenever you are using the control, and whenever you are using the break, moment the condition is has been matched, then control will be sent outside the loop. Now this is the loop out here, this is the loop structure, and you can see the condition has been given. Wherever V or X anything will be countered, in that case what will happen, the loop will be sent outside the loop, otherwise it will continue. Okay, so I'm executing this program. See the nature of output of this particular program. Okay, now you see current letter is E. Current letter E means after that nothing has been printed. Why? Because this has come outside the loop. So first only the E has been printed, because I is the same thing like last time we had done. Len is the length of the string, and E is the and the value of I is changing, and it is taking the characters with its respective subscript number, and here it is first only E. So E is false out here. So then what will happen? It will print current letter as E, and I will be increased by 1. That means 0 will become 1. Now 1x is there. Now x is there, and 1 is also length. 1 is also less than the length of the string. Then what is happening? Here it is coming and checking whether it is V or X. Yes, it is true out here. At least one condition must be true for all logical operator. So when it is becoming true, then what is happening? I is increasing its value by 1. That is of no use, and it is just simply take the break. All right, break means it is coming out of the loop. So since loop has not been executed any number of times after this, then only one value has been printed. So iteration stops as moment the break has been encountered. That is the thing has happened out here. So that's why current letter D only has been printed. Other things has not been printed at all, because after printing E, the condition, when the condition has been met, then the loop has come outside the iteration or outside the while block. Okay, that is the main thing in break statement. So what is happening? Break and continue are just opposite to each other. That is the conclusion. Fine. So your practical to be done on this particular statement. You can check the practical and the output, analyze the output by taking different values. And if any question you need to ask, you can ask me in the comment section of your classroom wall. Fine. Thank you.